Friday the 11th of April. I've got all my wood ready to go. This is the weekend after the last video where I was talking about the pump house, and I'm just doing final measuring up. Now I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock at night because of the daylight. And I've got here, set on this wall that I've mentioned previously, a laser spirit level. You can see the green line of it there, it's one of those cross ones. And from this I can see that that's what, about 5 centimeters. So the base of this is 5 centimeters lower than the line of the cross. But what I'm interested in is the height of the water butt. It's going to have to go up. So if we come over here, you can see the light of the laser, and we are looking at around about 45, just over 45. Let's get that straight again. Now 45 is higher, 45 height from over there to here. Fair enough, fine. So I need the water butt to be 45 centimeters higher than it currently is. So we measure from the top. 45 is what, there. So we're looking around about along with here. Now that's the height of the water butt, he says, with the phone right against it, against the wall. But I want to go a little bit higher, so I'm thinking I'm taking the roof up to just this along this line here. And measuring that, I got 66 inches, or I think it was 66 inches. Quickly gets the tape measure out again. Click that in place. No, yep. Focus, you bugger. Well, that is 66 inches. Trust me. Which is what, 168 centimeters. So that's going to be the back of the roof. So the roof is going to be just here. So it's going to be just a little bit shorter than this, which is what I wanted. But yep, that's the laser light over there. The laser spirit level. So there you go, that's the first update. 6 days later, here we go. Tomorrow we'll be cutting all this wood up and all this wood here to make the frame. I believe I'm going to put the frame up first, then I'm going to skin it, then I'm doing the roof. But I want to make the roof, have the ability for the roof to be taken off. So if I ever need to get into the water butt, I haven't got to lean over, I can just take the roof off. Cutting off now before the next train comes across. Here it comes. Saturday the 20th, and that's the beginning of the frame coming together. Still thinking about the roof. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the door yet, but that's a fight for another day. I can get the frame in first, get it screwed together, then I can probably do the door at a later date. Thursday 17th April, about 7:30 at night. I've got the laser spirit level out. Now, as I displayed before, the light coming from the cross is about 5 centimeters higher than that brick. Fine. If I wander over here, can now see, oh, can we get that? Might be just too dark, but I put that across. You can see the light there. That is pretty much bang on the corner of that. So this is perfect height when I put some wood over the top. The extra 5 centimeters for over there, well, I'm thinking putting a slab, just a freestanding slab to stand it on. That'll take it the extra 5 centimeters up. So then both water butts will be at the same height. Oh, the phone's fallen over. So both water butts will be both at the same height. The water butt, however, is coming up to about here. It's a little bit higher than I wanted, so I might have to do something funny with the drainage. We've also hit our first problem. So last weekend I screwed these together. These were tight together, but they've shrunk. That gap is about 5mm. And that's on all the panels that I've done, so I'm going to have to take them all off and redo them. But I have a plan for that. Redoing my shot of the laser spirit level. I think that's a better shot. You can see how much that is. Pretty much bang on what I'm after. 1st of May, test fit. So we've got, well, 3 of the panels are not attached, they're just hanging. The one next to the shed is off, but if I open up the lock on the shed, and we can see that the bolt there is holding it against this frame here, so it's not going anywhere. I've got one on the other side as well, but that's obviously not attached because the fence is off, the wall's off that side. And then at the bottom we've got 2 anchoring it into the floor either side, so it's not coming out. So that makes this entire wall detachable. Still got to do beam across here, we're here, just across, so when I put this in it doesn't slot, it's up against it. And I need to put some reinforcement underneath there, just a bit of wood, just a sliver of wood underneath the latch to stop it from moving forwards. But I'm quite happy with that at the moment. I've still got to figure out how I'm going to do the drainage and link it to the other side. But awful lot of bloody painting, but we're getting there. We're nearly there, and it is just a little bit shorter than the original shed, which is what I wanted. Saturday, 2nd of May. After a lot of cutting, a lot of painting, a lot of mess, we finally have the shed in place. Now, the roof is not on, not properly. It's held on via friction and gravity at the moment, but it's in place, it's screwed together, and if I open this up, don't know if you'll be able to see inside here, but the roof has a wooden, I can't touch it, it's got a wooden lining on the inside which matches the inside of this. So if I hold that up, you can see it's not screwed in, but it's not moving anywhere because there's a backstop on there as well. So the next job for this is I've got to paint this, got to paint it with something just to protect it. Then I've got to lay the felt over the top, which I've got some spare, staple it all around the edging, which I've done here. It's a 15mm edging of some sort, I don't know, but the only problem I've still got is the back here. I might have to, I'm not sure whether I can extend the existing gutter or add one directly below this drop down and have it fill in from this side. The plinth for the water butt is half painted. I haven't done the inside yet, but that's heavy as hell and I'm not going to lift that. This still lifts out as it should do via the 4 bolts. We've got one at the bottom, well, we've got 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top. But yeah, that ain't going for shit. I can slide it this way, but if I slide it back, you can see it's not going anywhere. It's not going left or right or back. But yeah, next job's to paint it. But to be honest with you, I'm cream cracker today, so I might give it up for now. But we're nearly there. Oh, door doesn't quite shut properly. We've got a rough edge down the bottom there, but a bit of liberal force and that works. But nearly done. Nearly done. Sunday, May the 4th. May the 4th, Star Wars Day, and we're done. Finally, the roof was a bugger to put on. The felt was a pain in the arse, but I can't see the screen, but the felt's on fine. Trims on the outside, all good. Painted twice at the top here. We've got an undercoat to protect the OSB up underneath this blue-green colour. Inside, outstanding problems. Number 1, that. Now that panel has warped. I might think about replacing that at a later date, but I can do that from the outside. It's not going to affect it structurally. Talking of structure, I've now screwed this in as well. We've got 3 screws just holding this roof on temporarily, so it's not going anywhere. Still need to sand this bottom edge here where it catches. It's not so bad today. I'm guessing that's the temperature. It's catching at about here. I think it's, yeah, these are slightly proud. There go the glasses. Also, that's irritating the hell out of me. Might replace that, but for the moment it's good. Need to wire brush the paint off of these and off there as well. This whole door needs another coat, so I need to take that off and redo that. But other than that, all good. Drainage wise, I'm thinking I'm going to have to extend that rather than have a drop down and feeding a second pipe here. Irrespective, there's no way I'm going to get that off, so I'm going to have a word with the neighbours and see if I can just lift this fence panel out and work from their side for a couple of hours while I want to do that. Additional, need to do the trims on all four corners so it matches the trim that we see on the existing shed here. We've got our focus here, we've got a trim there that covers the edge. I'd like to do the same on all four corners. Obviously I can't get to the back, so I have to do that at the same point that I take the fence panel out for them. But yeah, done. Oh, might want to put another hook latch on the side here so I can latch this open. I don't know, I might put it on the front here so it just holds it at 90 degrees, or I mean the whole door actually comes back, does a whole 180, which is particularly good. But yeah, a small gap. That gap's about 4-inch top to bottom. Shed's not 100% stable, it rocks, but I think that's more the slabs and the stands I put on rather than anything else. But other than that, all good, all done for now. But that's 99% of the hard work done for this. Next, it's the electronics, and I'm suffering from two problems with that: design creep and how I'm going to do it in terms of do I want just a couple of Arduinos, or do I want a Raspberry Pi? Thinking about the power, I keep changing my mind left to right. Eventually I'm going to have to make my mind up, but for now that's another problem. But mechanically the pump house itself is now complete.